It's a super story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses. You are my African prince, the boy of my dreams. You take me where I've never been. You make my heart go ting-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African prince, the boy of my dreams. You remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah.
Wow.
And of course, I got a lot of backlash from the fans.
The fans.
Yeah, oh, she was stealing the song. Blah, de, blah, de, blah. Like, it was a cover. It was a cover.
Hohapodcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back. This is Hohapodcast, of course. This is the only podcast that spotlights our Nigerian music legends, OGs, and people who have contributed to the Nigerian music industry. Of course, no other podcast you have those people except Hohapodcast. And I'll also like to use this medium to appreciate some of you that have been encouraging us, watching our videos, especially my Facebook followers. You guys are great. Man, you guys are my big fans. I do appreciate you. And of course, also my friends on Instagram and, TikTok, YouTube, thank you very much for all our viewers. God bless you guys. Today is not going to be an exception, like I always say, but today is also going to be another interesting episode of our podcast because, of course, we have a female diva. Okay, a female in the building. She's a diva. She is beautiful. She's talented. She has contributed to the Nigerian music industry immensely, and her impact in the industry can never be trivialized. That is why she's on the program today. Ladies and gentlemen, what more can I add to that? Join me to make welcome the one and only SS in the building. Essence.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure to be here.
Wow. Thank you very much for acknowledging our invitation. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Because I do understand the fact that you are a very busy person. You have functions everywhere, but you still make out time to honor us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And God will honor you too.
Amen. Oh, amen.
All right, so let's get into it. Like I was telling you before the camera roll, I said our program has nothing exceptional, but the personality is what makes our program very different.
Okay.
Because we are not bringing the regular people they are seeing every day.
Okay.
You understand? Like we have the capacity to start bringing this young Gen Z, but we choose to celebrate people who have impacted to the Nigerian music industry way back and are still relevant.
Thank you.
Yeah, so these are the kind of people we'll bring in, and you're one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure I'm not a Gen Z?
No, you are a Gen Z stroke, a legend.
All right. Thank you.
So thank you very much. So you have contributed to the Nigerian music industry immensely. Your works can never be trivialized. You've been in Kenny's music. You've done a couple of songs with a whole lot of artists. You've done collaboration with J1, Facebook Love. All we're going to talk about them as we get into the questions because they are all in some of my questions that I'll be asking you.
Yeah.
So, but first of all, I would like you to tell us about yourself.
Okay. My name is Wale Jemitwale Agbeleara Geraldine Atonye Orishemolebi Okoro. I am from Delta State. Contrary to the beliefs that people think that I'm Yoruba. No, I am from Delta State and I'm Shakiri by tribe. I am a trained performing artist, as in I went to school and did 4 years of bang bang jim jim, like I say. And of course, you know me, I'm a singer, songwriter, and currently an on-air personality on Kenny's 104.1 FM. I have 2 shows on radio on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is a wedding show, Sunday an inspirational show. And yes, that's what I'm doing currently, and that is who I am.
Yeah, I've heard you once on radio.
Okay.
Your voice is very amazing on radio. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, but I want to, you look like Lolo Wazobia FM. Have you been told that before? Has someone told you that?
Yeah, people actually get into fights.
Yeah.
They keep saying, Adaku, Adaku. I'm like, I'm not Adaku. And they keep like, what do I say? What do
So
I
it means
say?
my eye is not mistaken. All right. So, first of all, my first question is, how was your journey into the Nigerian music industry, and how you started?
Okay. I've always been singing. I know most artists will say started singing from their mother's womb. I don't know about my mother's womb, but I always know I've known to be singing for the longest of times. In fact, they used to call me Alariwo at home because I would sing about anything. Sing about the rain, sing about whatever, So, but after secondary school, when I was still writing Jam, when Jam was jamming me, that was 95. I finished in 95. And so I essentially became like a studio rat. I learned from the ground up. I backed up for people like Kingsley Ike and some other unknown artists back then. And some groups were coming up. One of them, Paul Playdairo, he was in a group. I've forgotten the name of the group. They had Slam.
Okay.
And this other guy, Bayo, he's into politics now. So Bayo, he was kind of like a rapper. So he used to do backups and background vocals for them back then, until I was called upon to do the soundtrack for Super Story. It was just a one-off thing that just went, you get. And then after that, I got into school, but I still came in and out of school doing background vocals. I know that was how I made extra money anyway to take to school, And then I met with KSB. Yes, that was my first year in university. And then she took me under her wings and started mentoring me. And then after that, I was signed on to Kenny's Music. And of course, the rest is history.
Wow. And that's why we are here today.
Yes.
So, tell us about the name Essence. How did you get the name Essence?
I think I called my name out before, Abby. It's very long. So a lot of people used to confuse me. They say Wale or they say Waila and all what have you. And I was like, that's not my name. I'm a proud Ishekiri woman, and we don't joke with our names. If you cannot pronounce it properly, we'll give you something else to say. But when I was looking for, a stage name, for some reason, the name Essence was just popping out. I just started seeing it everywhere, and so I went to check the dictionary, because then we didn't really have Google. I went to check the dictionary, and it says a life-giving source, a source of something. So I'm like, okay, like blood, air, oxygen. Yeah, that's what I want my music to do. It's not just to just be, it's to make an impact. I believe God gave me the name Essence.
Wow. So before we talk about, because you've already started even answering some of my questions, you talk about how you got into Chinese music, but you've not said in details.
Okay.
All right, but I would like to ask you, like the song you did for Super Story, that song was so emotional, and the song tallies with the series. What was the inspiration behind that song?
Well, I will always tell the truth. I didn't write the song.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't write the song. It was written by the producer. If you watch the series, you'll see his name there. So I was really conversant with the stories and all what have you. So I already knew Oh Mother, Oh Daughter, and all of that, even though they didn't have the name Swara and Toyi Tomato back then in the comic book. So I was quite conversant with it. So I was excited to do it, to see what my childhood, comic come to life.
Man, that song, till today, whenever we play that song, like whenever you hear that song, there's this memory that comes to you, with deep emotion. Like, like talking about the series Super Story. We grew up watching Super Story.
Yeah.
Can you sing the song for us? Give us the song now.
I will just do. This is Super Story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses. I'll stop there because my voice, I'm no longer 19.
All right. So how did you go to sign into Chinese music now? Because some of us want to learn. Some want to know how you can get to record label. Because as at that, Chinese music was a very big record label that that also contributed immensely to the Nigerian music industry. How did you go sign to Chinese music? Was it your song or maybe just
Like I told you, I was being mentored by Kennison Brown.
Kennison Brown, okay.
Yes. So before that, there was also another artist on Kenny's music, Pastor Kingsley Ike. He was also my choir director because I'd always been in the choir. Okay. He was my choir director, and he had been kind of like pushing for them to listen to me first off. And then when I started working with KSB, how did I even meet KSB first off? Back then, the TV is now defunct. A TV station, DBN, used to have these Christmas carols, and so they came to my church to record my choir in the Christmas carol. And when they aired it, they kind of like blacked out the whole choir and left me like in the spotlight. So it kept going on, joy to the world, the Lord is come. So she saw it was always on TV, and she's like, who is this girl? And that was, then I went for the talent hunt.
Okay.
Yes, Compassion. Then we used to have Compassion Band. There was this orphanage.
Okay.
Yeah, Little Saints Orphanage. They had a band.
Okay.
And then they used to have a show, Talent Hunt. So she was one of the judges. I came second, but she said, you came first in my book. But come and call me up and let's work.
Yes, it's me, the Weird MC, the Rapperton MC, the Peculiar One, and I'm here at the Hohapodcast studios, and we're hammering it down. The Shamo. Peculiar way.
Hohapodcast.
Okay.
And then I went to a phone booth. Back in the day, we didn't have mobile phones. Went to a phone booth. I bought my phone card, Nitel phone booth. I stayed in a line and I made a call, and that's how.
Because signed to Chinese music.
Yeah.
Well, you did a song with J1 now, Facebook Love.
Facebook Love, yes.
What was the inspiration behind that song? That song is a very unique song.
Okay, so I had finished recording my album, and Papa Keke said, you still need one more song. I still need one song. I'm looking for the song. For every album, there's always a song.
A song.
So I said, okay, I should do a song with J1. And so J1 came up. He said, I have this hook, Facebook Love, because Facebook was really, really big back then. I think it just really came out.
It just came out.
Yeah. So I said, okay, we're talking. Let's put a story behind it. People, a lot of people were lying on Facebook back then.
Yeah,
they still do.
They still do.
Yeah, they still do. So you have pictures. They were it's called catfishing now. They'll put a picture and the person go is a different person entirely.
Yes.
But back in the day, when we were younger, we used to hear stories of people who used to get married abroad. They would send pictures from abroad. You see people leaning on exotic cars. Meanwhile, the person just wants to take a picture with the car. He doesn't even have a bicycle. So by the time they not get married and get to the London, they see that this person is a street sweeper, and they're like, but you lied to me. I thought you had money. So I said, let's put all of that. So these lies have been since. It's still there. So that is how we now came up with a storyline, and I wrote my verse, and then he wrote his verse to tally. And then, that's how Facebook Love came about.
And the song was very big.
Yes, because a lot of people who were lying, they were triggered.
Please, like one of like I told you, like is to bring back memories, and also so people would like to really hear that voice. Do the song for us, even this chorus.
Facebook Love, waiting for your message on my wall. Nibololo. On my Facebook page, on my profile page, I lied about my age, where I live and what I do to get paid. The picture isn't mine. Why would I give out all my information online? But this guy, he gets my time. Now I'm sorry that I lied. I was fooling around that time. He keeps on buzzing me to come online. It's so funny how we clicked, how we are so in sync. I wanna be his chick. Listen to it.
You've even done more than I expected. You try. It's just to bring back memory, but that's super story is the one you do at the end of the program for us. Okay, so I want to ask you, what's the impact? What do you feel is the impact of social media? We just talk about Facebook now. It's a social media app now. You have young people there. What do you feel is the impact of social media now in our society? What is social media doing? Is social media helping or is corrupting? What is your own take?
There's always the good and the bad of everything. Let's take sugar first off. It's supposed to sweeten, it's supposed to make things more palatable. But when you take too much of it, it starts to hurt you.
Yes.
Health-wise. So I think Facebook came, it connected a lot of people, because back then you finished from school and people are lost, except probably sometime you just run into them on the street. But Facebook connected people so quick, so fast. Just by putting your school name and you just connect with people, just put in the name and that person can be anywhere in the world and you connect with them. So that was what, I believe that was what Mark Zuckerberg was thinking. But of course, evil geniuses will always come up. People will always want to, just muddy the waters. So right now, there will always be bad things around. So it's just for people who are monitoring, like for young ones.
So like many of our young ones are taking on the disadvantaged part of it.
Yes, they use it to meet up and do rubbish. You use it to meet up to
scam people.
On alive people, scam people, and it's that wasn't the purpose anyway, but it's just for people to put more checks and balances, more stringent checks and balances, which I'm sure they're already doing.
All right.
Yeah.
And like the song African Prince, you did the song African Prince.
Yes.
What inspired that song? Tell us about that song.
Most people always say that I came before my time. Yeah, I believe so now, because back then doing covers was not a thing in Nigeria.
Yes.
It was gaining momentum abroad. And so Wakeke, of course, he was always traveling and seeing things that were happening. So he said, come and do a cover of African Queen. And I'm like, hey, I beg go. And of course, I got a lot of backlash from the fans.
The fans?
Yeah, she was stealing the song. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it was a cover. And now covers are everywhere. People are doing covers. And I just smile and I'm like, okay, well, somebody has to take the beating for the music to be sweet. But back then you dare not do a cover. They will say, you want to steal or be accused of theft, outright theft. But I think it also made it then trending wasn't a thing, but it made my name go out, because everybody was hating on me for daring to take their beloved Two Faces song and make it my own. To them, that's what they thought. But it was a cover.
So, like, you did that song under Kenny's music? Right?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But like, were you aware of the original writer of the song, the history behind the song? Were you aware of it?
My brother, it's a cover. Anybody can take a cover. Like abroad, it's in the credits that you see who wrote it, and everything is done properly, so there's no hula baloo. It's just recently that you learn of different people who write different songs for different artists abroad. They're paid, everything, there's a structure. In Nigeria, there's no structure. That's why people keep running up and down like chickens, like, oh, told my song, blah, blah, So we still have a lot of work to do with regards to copyright and
issues.
all of that.
Please, can you do that song for us?
Which song is that?
African Prince.
Oh,
even if it's small.
You are my African prince, the boy of my dreams. You take me where I've never been. You make my heart go ting-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African prince, the boy of my dreams. You remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah.
Wow. All right, nice one.
Thank you.
Please, tell us about your life now. Have you ever, in your career, at the course of career, have you ever had any remarkable moment that meant, like, you will never forget this thing that happened to me, that's the hot part?
It hurts. Of course, definitely. I was hurt when I got all the backlash from the African Prince issue.
Mm.
I was young, and I was like, why these people don't know me?
Mm.
Why do they just hate me? I'm just because I'm from a very middle class, closeted family,
Mm.
and I mind my business. It's just like I just love to sing. Why can't you understand that? I'm not here to hurt anybody. That hurts me. And then, of course, when people start to say things and cook up stories about me, and I come and start to wonder, like, do you know me? And they will tell you, I know her. I know her family. I know her mother. I know her father. And I'm looking at this person like, I don't know you.
Mm.
Why are you lying? Why do you of course, then back then the newspapers, headlines, and they just tell you, it's part of the job, you signed up for it. No, I didn't sign up for it. I didn't sign up for you to pry into my life. I don't put my life. I'm not now you have family influencers and all of that.
Mm.
I don't put my life on show. I'm not a reality TV star. I just do my job. You can't go and tell a doctor. You can't. Well, anyway, now they carry cameras into the operating room. But back then, so it hurt me. It hurt my family. It hurt me more because it hurt my mom.
Yeah, man. Respect large. Ras Mike there, so Tribunal Passy. Me love all the massive bang crew. You're watching our podcast.
Hoha! Tokam ACD.
My mom.
Mm.
And she would just be crying like, why? Or my sisters, they'd be like, they hear things about me. Random people just be talking authoritatively about me. And once my brother-in-law was like, do you know this person? He said, I know Arisha, I know him, Mama Papa. And my brother-in-law said, you know me? Say, bros, I don't know you. Say, if you talk so you will know me. Because her sister is my wife. Bros, now wetin dey talk for paper. So why did you lie that you knew her on a cruise? No, it's not cruise, it's my life. It's my life. So don't cruise with my life. Don't cruise with anybody's life. Don't cruise with any artist's life. Because if you are placed in that position, you will know how it hurts. And don't tell me that I signed up for it. I just have this gift to sing. So because somebody is a mechanic doesn't mean that you should throw a car on his head. He signed up for it. No, it's not fair. It's not good. No, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have a thicker skin now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've grown a thick skin. Yeah, I don't care anymore.
You don't care anymore.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So, like, what is the most remarkable thing in your career that you're happy about? Something that you never forget that I'm very happy about this one.
There's this passage in the Bible that says your gift will make way for you to make you, stand before kings and princes, and that passage has come to, bear in my life over and over again. Not by my power. God has used different people. God used people like Kennison Brown, who's put me on, selflessly, on the stage till tomorrow. You understand? Oh, Essence, I know you can do that. Even things that, because most people see me outside, they just see me, I'm quiet, I'm calm, but I'm a crazy person. If you know me in the house, I'm a mad person. You think, because I'm a theater artist.
Theater artist? Okay,
yes, I'm a theater artist. So when it's time for me to act, I'm a different person. I take up a different persona. So when she sees things that I can do, and she said, Essence can do this. They say, Essence, she's quiet. Say, you don't know. Just bring her here. And by the time I showed, I said, the fact that I'm an artist does not mean I should carry pot of fire on my head and be walking up and down. Yes, an artist there should be mystery. Yeah, I like that mystery. So that when I change, when I switch it up, then you say, that's the artist. That's how you can bring up different characters. Because that was how I was trained. So you shouldn't pick up a character and just go. You become a stock character. Once they just see you, say, okay, she's going to do this.
Like people will just like evaluate you. That
they already know what you are going to say. Yeah, but no, that's not how an artist is supposed to be. You have to be dynamic. They shouldn't know. They shouldn't see you coming. You understand? And then Sammy Oposo too. Late Sammy Oposo, they did a lot for me. So I have sung before, presidents. I've sung before, governors. I've sung abroad. People like Baba Keke, they push me, put me on a platform selflessly. Selflessly. There's nobody that I can beat my chest. Nobody can tell me. Nobody can point and say, blah, de, blah, de, blah, de, blah. You will prove it all. And I will ask you salient questions that you cannot answer. And then you will know that, yeah.
Let's talk about Baba Keke. How has it affected your life?
He's my boss.
Your boss.
Yeah, like I told you, I'm an on-air personality on his radio station.
Yeah.
You understand? He just if he believes in you, he'll just give you, the platform. Do it. But the thing is that you have to do it all.
And you have to do it well.
You have to do it well. Because if you don't do it well, you will just you understand. So before you get there, be prepared. Do your homework. Don't just come unprepared. If you come unprepared, you will say, okay, go. You will not hear from him for the next 1 year. So, and if he tells you to come again, then you're not prepared. That's the end of that.
Shout out to Baba Keke for his contribution in the music industry.
Yes, definitely.
He's a legend. He's someone we respect every day, every now and then. And his impact in the Nigerian music industry can never be forgotten.
Never.
Yeah. So I want to also ask you, what is your plan for the future? Are you still making music for us? Are you still?
Yes, I do. I do gospel now. Yeah, because after I turned 40, I just
switched.
No, yeah. See, I told somebody this sometime in one interview, and I said, when you turn 40, there's something that goes off in your head, like you cannot explain it until you have gotten there. I don't know what it is, I really don't know what it is. And she was like, no, what is that? I said, when you reach there, you'll know. And recently, I've seen a couple of other interviews. Somebody like Toke Maki was like, once I turned 40, I don't know what happened to me. Something just switched. I said, okay. Now you understand. You have to get there, to experience it. So I started when Goldie died. After Goldie died, I just thought to myself, I said, all this thing that we are right up on that, kakiri. Like they say, all this one will not matter in heaven.
Yes.
So all of us cried, but nobody jumped inside the something with her. Nobody loved her that much. They left her there. I don't think anybody has gone back there. So I told myself, hello, all these people that you are craving for, this love you are craving for, it's fleeting. It's like songs. You have songs you raise for 3 months. Today, joy is coming. Tomorrow is Harike. Next tomorrow is another thing.
Yes.
Next thing they tell you, you're old, can't retire.
Yes.
Then what are you going to do? So, I just told myself, and a true artist always wants to do what is innate, what comes naturally.
Yeah.
So, and that for me is gospel. Anything I say, if I don't call God or Jesus, it's not complete. Unfortunately for me, that is the way I am. It's not faking. I will, even if I will pray about it. You may think I'm joking, but I'm very, very serious. So I just, I had that switch. And so I released my album. It's going to be 7 years now in July.
Wow.
The Shift. It's on all online platforms.
Sorry. I want to take you back small. Tell us, because I'm not 40 yet. I will soon be, maybe a few years from now. Tell us that thing.
You cannot explain it. Okay, first, the way you don't care. When they say elenu, no lenu, you can say, you can say, now they get their mouth when they talk. But it still they pay you.
You still pay you.
But when you talk 40, like you are like a roaring lion, or you talk yet.
You get more stronger, or what?
Yeah, you just don't care.
You don't care at all.
You don't care. What you want to do is what you want to do. You have reached the halfway mark. Hello? That's why they say a fool at 40 is a fool forever, because you cannot afford to be foolish and allow people to bamboozle you anymore. So you do what you want to do and damn the consequences. If there's consequences, we'll chest it. You'll take it as a learning expense. If you say, It happened. So it happened. You will not gonna die. Oh, where is me? Oh, I'm finished. I'm not finished. I've gone the halfway mark. So anything will happen. It don't happen. It don't happen. It don't happen. Now you work on the pay.
When I go one side, go sit down.
Shift.
Okay, I've seen you before minister in church. Like one of the first time I just came to Lagos, I attended a church. I saw you. I don't want to mention the name of the church. So a ministering. I was like, I know this face now. This face has been big in them. I've seen this face before. Now she's secular artist before. Okay, it was maybe with time I came to find out. Okay, this is the person. Okay, like who I've seen you perform before as a secular artist. Now seeing you in church performing like.
Okay, right when I was singing. I've always been singing inspirational.
Inspirational, okay.
Yeah. I don't have dirty lyrics. Never had, never will. I did not dress. In fact, that was an issue. They were like, I'm not showing enough skin. That was not my label.
Not your label.
But people were like, oh, what does she think? Does she think she's that good? I'm here to showcase my voice, I don't need to. What's up, people? This is your girl Kennison Brown, aka KSB, aka Kennison Best, aka and you're on with V Baba on Hohapodcast. You don't want to miss a bit. Stay tuned.
Hohapodcast.
So if people have issues with that, what did I sing about? Facebook love that you are lying. Even some people in church, they are still lying on their Facebook profile page. So what are we talking about? So I'm talking, if I sing the national anthem, is that bad?
No.
If I sing about, the ills in the country, is that bad?
No, it's not bad.
So that was what I was doing all the time. Facebook love. Even if you're just singing about love, that's what Spyro is doing now. Clean lyrics. That's why I said I came before my time. We had to collect the whipping so that others can, fly. You get. So of course some people, some holier than thou people like, oh my gosh, she was singing good, secular. Okay, what was the secular song? They just do it out of, deep religious, holier than thou attitude. But my God is not moved by what you are saying. It's what is in your heart. And you even judging far is wrong.
Yeah.
Because even Jesus, when he came, he didn't go to sit down in the synagogue. Even when he went to the synagogue, he went to scatter the place. He went to scatter the place, the temple. You understand? But he was with the normal people because those are who he came for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody saying, hello, how are you? I didn't do nothing. Even if I did anything wrong, I have been redeemed. My sins have been washed.
Yes.
And so you got no right to judge me.
Yeah.
Well, figure out your own life. Simple.
Okay, so what are your challenges now? Like music wise, what are your challenges now?
Yeah, challenges. I'm an independent artist now. Okay, I have my own label that I release my songs under. Way Music. And nobody should come and meet me to say, come and sign me. I'm not signing anybody. You understand? So I'm still figuring my way, distribution. I'm not too social media savvy. I just try. You understand? I try. But it's a lot of work. But I have so many things I'm doing. I'm on air. I still have my life. I still travel. So it's a lot of things on my plate. You get. So yeah, even though I have manager who I work with and trying to go out there, and I'm still singing. I'm not singing the songs that I'm still true to myself. The songs that I sing, they are deep. Even as a gospel artist, they are deep. So I'm not here to sing, go and take some old song. Yeah, it's good for a while. It's good for a while, but I'm too deep for that. I've always been like that. That's the way I am. I'm sorry. You listen to the lyrics and you learn something. That is why God gave me the name Essence. It's a source. It's source.
The source.
It cannot be flip-flop, flippant. It has to be rooted. So that's my what I'm doing.
What you think about Nigerian music industry today? Like there are people who came after you, like the young ones. Like, as do you feel the way they are doing the music is the way it ought to be? But some of them now they are just focused on how to make it go viral. The lyrics, as in the style of the music and the message. Do you think it's what should be now?
It started a while back when they said, "Oh, make DJ friendly songs," and that's what they're still doing. DJ friendly songs, something that the DJ
Can play
can
again.
move from this to this to this to this. But it's hurting the industry in the fact that we don't have classics anymore. They don't work on having classics. They just want to have a hit, want to go viral. After 2 months, it's gone. You don't have classics to like. Okay, now you're talking about Super Story. You understand? Even some artists, as they're there, so they can't even remember some of their viral songs.
Some of their songs that they did way back.
Exactly. But you at least try and do something. I don't know, my brother. It's the way the world is right now. But if you are a true artist, you should try to, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, because it's on the inside of you. You want to sit down and make sense. But what is called the outside world is calling for is.
Do you listen to secular music? Like now that you say you've been redeemed, do you like?
I at least if it's. I'm an on-air personality, so I have to work with this,
Trend.
different sounds. You understand? But for me, if the sound is not making, if it's not making sense, I automatically shut down.
Which of the secular artists do you listen to?
I listen to Spyro. I listen to Davido. Burna Boy. If it's something new comes out, because he's deep somewhat.
Oh.
Burna Boy. He's deep somewhat, and I listen to everybody. I listen to everybody. It will astound you the kind of music that I know. Akbalao, everything. I listen to everything. Sometimes when people are like, I'm an artist. So if it touches something, I will listen to it.
Yeah.
And then if it is too dirty, I just remove it from my system. I listen to everything.
Listen to everything. All right. I want to appreciate you. You've talked. Because some people you bring them to even talk now. You've talked, and I hope people who are listening to us are learning one or two from your experiences and what you've said. So we'll move to the next segment. But you promised us something that you're going to do the super story for us.
I've done different special stuff. I've done series of soundtracks aside Super Story. I did Dominoes.
Dominoes.
Yeah, I did Secrets and Scandals.
Can you do it for us now? Let's finish now.
Okay. Dominoes, you don't know who's got your back or who wants you down. There ain't no friend in the jungle. Life is such a struggle. You better keep your head up high and be ahead of the game, 'cause you don't know who's got your back. This was done with OJB, just real. And then Secrets and Scandal, I wrote and produced myself. If you keep my secret, there will be no scandals. We should keep our secrets, so there will be no scandals. And we will be home free. We will be home free.
Wow.
And other movie soundtracks and all what have you.
You've done a lot. You've done a lot. So thank you very much. We're going to move to the next segment now. We have like a few times to go. So let's move to the next segment. All right, you're welcome back to Hohapodcast. Of course, this segment is Artist and Slogan. Of course, this is a segment that we love to put our artists on the spot. Then you have to pick any of the names. Just tell us what is there, and you pick it and give it to me.
Okay.
And then I'll
read it out.
I'll read it out. Then you tell us the artist that bears that slogan. It's called Artist and Slogan. Are you ready for that?
Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
All right.
So I should do that?
Just pick one. And just carry one. No look inside. And no worry, just stretch your hand. No.
Okay. Like Lucky Dip.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've covered it.
Which one Nigerian artist has the slogan Akmako?
Is that not Terigi?
Is that not Teriji? All right. Teriji has a slogan Akmako Master. All right, Akmako. Pick another one.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't look inside. We used to do Lucky GP in school. Even though I didn't win.
Even though you didn't win.
I didn't win.
All right. Sorry for the stress. Sorry for the stress. Which of the Nigerian artists had the slogan Alapo Meji? This one. They're too simple, Sha.
Nice. You can go, I know.
You know. All right, let's go. But I bet you go pick the one be saying I no go know now. No worry.
Okay, wait now.
You go pick the one be saying I no go know.
Mosia. We start.
This one again. Which of the Nigerian artists had the slogan Mr. Song?
That not Harry song.
Don't worry. Pick.
You pick and let me ask me. I will answer you. Don't pick.
Okay.
May not be like Saturday.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Make I pick this one. Okay. Which of the Nigerian artists had the slogan baddest?
Davido.
Oh, Davido. No worry. no worry now. Me maybe say I know what's in the happen. Okay, which of the Nigerian artists had the slogan why I say?
What's this guy's name? Patoranking.
Okay. I won't make you fail before we stop because I know you go no. Then there plenty for you now. Don't worry.
In fact, bring Mr. Fantastic is Sonny Neji.
Okay.
No
Okay.
Will I feel that one?
Okay. Which of the Nigerian artists has this slogan? Pon deck. I know so you need to get this one. Pon deck. See, I told you. See, on your pon deck.
This thing Pon deck. What's his name? This new boy. What's this new boy? This new.
I told you.
No, wait. I know his name. Pon deck. You know, I know what his name. Wait. Oh.
You don't know because I know what is there. That this is something that you will not know about.
This new boy?
You will not know his name. That is why when I'm saying something, you have to humble for me.
You are confusing me. Wait.
I want
J.
I know because this thing is something that is very difficult because you.
It's in my head.
You will not know it. Pon deck. Let's just go to the next one. Leave it.
I got it. You know that I didn't get it.
No. You didn't get it. So our audience will answer that one. Pon deck. So let's.
Wait, it will come back to me before they answer.
It remained 2.
We'll
just pick 2 now, so we'll end this segment. This one you might feel this one. What is the slogan? Fly boy.
I don't know this one.
You see him?
Honestly.
Fly boy.
Who is fly? Who is the person fly?
But you it's like you mentioned his name because of this reason. It's a very, very popular Nigerian artist.
Old, middle, or new?
It's middle. Just Fly boy. Okay. Thank you very much. Mo take the last one.
I failed that one. I failed with my foot chest.
Okay.
But that on deck, I'm coming. I will still mention it.
All right. Should I help you?
No, carry on.
I want the audience to answer that question. Okay. On the last one. Okay. I pick the last one.
That pick.
Pick the last one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay. Who like we can refer as to the marksman. The marksman. Max, the marksman.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Did he come out yesterday? The marksman. But is it that DJ?
No, but which of the Nigerian artists would like we know that used to use max?
Is it like that?
No, I don't help you. Listen, I'm help you for this one now.
No, because I didn't know. We didn't used to call him the marksman. No.
But that is.
We call him. What was that? This thing we used to call him. There was another name that we used to call him apart from Lagbaja. Yeah, there was a strong name that we used to call him, or African one kind of name. Yeah, there was Temedu too. Yeah, that was Temedu.
Wow, that's great. But it's also known as the marksman. We call him the marksman too.
The marked one.
The Max one.
Yes.
The Max one.
One. Yeah.
All right.
Max man.
Yeah.
Could be like saying wait.
All right.
J one Pontek. That Pontek is this boy that sang with is Olamide's artist.
No.
That sang nobody. Yes, now I know it now.
All right.
What's his name?
Joe Boy.
Hey, there's Jay now. I know now. I think I got it now.
You got it.
So only the Max one that Max man went Max one.
The Max one.
Yes.
All right. The Max one. Oh, maybe I want to confuse the like our guest. That's why I say the Max man. But I know you get it when I just say Max. Who's the Nigerian artist that uses Max?
No, because you said the Max one.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, but you got that one.
Somebody else has started putting mask.
What?
Yesterday.
How about Flyboy?
Flyboy? No, I don't know Flyboy. Who is that?
Flyboy.
I don't know.
All right, then.
Tell me now.
I should tell you. Okay, our audience will answer.
They will tell me. You tell me now.
Okay, I should tell you now. Okay, off the camera. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of this show. I've been talking to the one and only Essence. You're so funky, you're so entertaining. Thank you very much. Thank you for the comfortability. If there's any English like that, I don't know. Thank you very much. My name is Vioba. Please, what's your handle now? Let's follow.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Essence Music. Music with a Q. One word. ESSENCEMUSIQ. On Facebook is my government's name, Okoro Uwale Essence. If you can just put Essence Okoro, OKORO, I will pop up.
Yeah. TikTok,
Essence Music. I don't do Snapchat. Sorry, I don't understand how they do it.
Why you no one sing that past story well for us now?
Get as you be one, get one thing, and that's some money. Yeah.
Do it for us now. So that we'll just know say the program don't.
I did it before.
So you know what I'm again for us. Thank you very much. All right, follow me at all social media platform. My name is V Baba Show on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere. V Baba Show. Thank you very much. Peace out.
Hohapodcast.